Hello, fight fans. Today, we're about to embark on a thrilling journey into the world of mixed martial arts. We're diving deep into the lives of fighters who not only left their mark inside the octagon, but also faced dramatic falls from grace due to their actions outside of it. These stories are more than just facts, they're tales of triumph and tragedy. So grab your seats, because this is the untold story of fighters banned from the UFC. Our journey begins with the talented Jason High, a fighter with high hopes for his UFC career. Jason High's promising UFC debut took a dark turn when he faced off against the formidable Eric Silva. The fight was intense, with both fighters giving their all, but in the first round, Silva executed a reverse triangle armbar, stunning everyone in the arena. It was a moment of skill and precision, but for Jason High, it was a devastating setback. What followed was even more startling. High, in his frustration and disbelief over the stoppage, made headlines by shoving the referee. In the heat of the moment, he believed the fight was stopped prematurely, but this act of frustration had dire consequences. High's impulsive shove violated the code of conduct in MMA and had an immediate impact. Not only did it end his UFC debut on a sour note, but it also led to his banishment from the promotion. He was fined a substantial amount and suspended from competing in any UFC events for an extended period, serving as a harsh consequence for a single moment of emotional turmoil that forever altered the course of his promising MMA career. Next on our list is Michael Falcao, a fighter who made a memorable UFC debut by defeating Gerald Harris via unanimous decision.
For the winner by unanimous decision, Michael Big Rig Falco.
His impressive start in the promotion was met with optimism from fans and pundits alike. However, his promising journey took an unexpected turn when he faced legal troubles in his native Brazil. Falcao became entangled in a legal web due to his involvement in a brawl dating back to 2002. This brawl had resulted in a woman being injured, leading to serious charges being filed against him. The UFC, known for maintaining a high standard of conduct for its fighters, swiftly took action in response to these developments. In light of the legal allegations and charges that extended far beyond the octagon, the promotion made the difficult decision to release Falcao. It marked a dramatic fall from grace for a fighter who had shown immense potential but was ultimately derailed by off-cage troubles, facing both legal consequences and expulsion from the UFC. Michael Graves made an impactful entry into the UFC, winning his debut by defeating Vicente Luque with a unanimous decision and following it up with a submission victory over Randy Brown. His early performances hinted at a promising career within the promotion. However, that promise was overshadowed by a disturbing incident that unfolded outside the octagon. Graves found himself in legal trouble when he was arrested for domestic violence. What made this situation even more concerning were the chilling revelations made by his fiancée to the police. She alleged that she had not only been assaulted but had also suffered punches during the incident involving Graves. The UFC, known for its commitment to upholding a code of conduct for its fighters, launched a comprehensive investigation into the matter. After examining the evidence and considering the gravity of the allegations, the promotion made the painful but necessary decision to sever ties with Graves. This marked the end of what had initially appeared to be a promising UFC career, serving as a stark reminder that actions outside the cage can have severe consequences in the world of mixed martial arts, even for talented fighters like Graves. Cody East's journey in the UFC began with a tough TKO loss to Walt Harris in the first round of his debut fight, setting the tone for his early octagon career. However, the challenges he faced inside the cage paled in comparison to a dark chapter in his life outside of it. Following two brutal losses and his subsequent removal from the UFC roster, East found himself embroiled in a legal ordeal of his own making, one that threatened to overshadow his aspirations in the fighting world. He was arrested on serious charges related to the assault of his girlfriend, which included 3 felony charges. The case remains under review, leaving a cloud of uncertainty hanging over East's future, both in the legal and fighting arenas. This stark and troubling contrast to his early aspirations in the UFC serves as a stark reminder of how a promising career can be derailed by personal choices and legal consequences, leaving a fighter's future hanging in the balance. Diego Brandao, an explosive fighter and the winner of the Ultimate Fighter Season 14, appeared to have a bright future in the UFC. He compiled a record of 6 wins and 3 losses, showcasing his potential. However, his journey took an unexpected turn after his fight at UFC 195, where he lost to Brian Ortega by submission via triangle choke in the 3rd round. The post-fight drug test revealed marijuana in his system, leading to an indefinite suspension. Things went from bad to worse when Brandao was arrested in Albuquerque, New Mexico, accused of assaulting individuals outside a strip club after being ejected. The UFC wasted no time in severing ties with him, marking a swift and dramatic end to his once promising UFC career. Thiago Silva, known for his explosive fighting style, made a memorable debut in the UFC by finishing James Irvin with a TKO in the 1st round. He built a reputation as one of the UFC's top lightweights with a string of impressive victories. However, his career took a dark and abrupt turn when he was scheduled to face Ovince St. Preux at UFC 171. The fight never happened because Silva was arrested under disturbing circumstances. He had allegedly threatened his ex-wife and her lover with a gun, resulting in a 4-hour standoff with the SWAT team. This shocking incident led to the UFC's decision to release him from the promotion, marking a tragic end to a once promising career in the octagon. Rousimar Palhares, a fighter known for his devastating leg locks and grappling prowess, found himself at the center of a controversy that led to his ban from the UFC. After refusing a random drug test, he faced a substantial fine from the Nevada State Athletic Commission. However, the most severe consequence came when he was handed a lifetime ban from the sport. It was a decision that sent shockwaves through the MMA community. Despite the ban, Palhares continued to fight in other promotions, and his story took a twist when the lifetime ban was eventually overturned, leaving fans wondering about the potential for redemption in his turbulent career. Karo Parisian's MMA journey was a rollercoaster ride marked by highs and lows. After a series of wins and losses in the UFC, Parisian found himself at a crossroads. His UFC career took a hit when he refused a drug test, which led to his immediate release from the promotion. It was a moment of defiance that had consequences. However, this wasn't the end of the story for Parisian. He eventually found his way back into the MMA world, proving that sometimes fighters can overcome adversity and return to the sport they're passionate about, despite their past missteps. Kusum Appleharris was known for his aggressive submission style inside the octagon, but his promising UFC career took an unexpected turn due to a controversial moment. During one of his fights, Harris found himself in a situation where he failed to release a submission hold after the referee had stopped the fight. This act, while fueled by competitiveness, went against the established rules and sportsmanship in MMA. It led to his immediate release from the UFC, serving as a reminder that even in the heat of battle, fighters are expected to adhere to the sport's code of conduct, and any deviation can result in significant consequences for their careers. Our final tale takes us to the dramatic punch that reverberated through MMA history. Paul Daly's UFC journey was marked by electrifying finishes and intense rivalries, but it was a single moment that would define his exit from the promotion. After making a memorable UFC debut with a TKO victory over Martin Kampmann, Daly continued to impress with a brutal knockout of Dustin Hazlett. However, it was his rivalry with Josh Koscheck that would take a dramatic turn. Leading up to their highly anticipated fight, both fighters engaged in heated trash talk, building enormous anticipation. The fight itself saw Koscheck use his high-level wrestling to dominate all 3 rounds. But what happened next would become the unforgettable moment in MMA history. After the fight had concluded, Daly, consumed by frustration, threw a punch at Koscheck. This one act of aggression led to his immediate release from the UFC, a stark reminder that even in the world of professional fighting, there are lines that cannot be crossed without severe consequences. And there you have it. Fight fans. These stories of fighters banned from the UFC are not just facts, but gripping narratives of triumph, controversy, and redemption. In the world of MMA, there's always more to the story than meets the eye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Thanks for joining us on this storytelling journey, and until next time, keep watching, keep fighting.